Good afternoon. Today we'll be presenting from Prep to Progress. My name is Maria.
My name is Mark.
And my name is Joy.
So before an exam, I've developed a track plan for progress monitoring. And in the acronym, the letter C is communicate with families, emphasizing the importance of having that communication with them throughout the school year, as well as sharing academic goals for assessment preparations. Some essential tools that we can provide our students with is helping them improve their ability to answer questions by identifying common test language, as well as what the cognitive demands the questions are asking. When designing a calm testing environment, it's important to minimize distractions, and that can be done by adjusting the bell schedule for testing days. There are many misconceptions before the day before an exam, but as educators, it's so important that we emphasize that our students have a good night's sleep and a nutritious meal the day of the exam.
So before the exam, optimal testing conditions for a humanity classroom considers the intellectual, social, and emotional needs of all students. An example from each is for intellectual, provide rubrics that summarize the performance criteria used. For social, foster a sense of belonging and academic confidence. Use positive, encouraging language to promote community and connection. And for emotional, create a calm, low stress testing environment. Incorporate mindfulness activities before testing. Allow brain breaks or movement opportunities to help students regulate emotions. During the exam, handling absences, late arrivals, and special circumstances, make sure to have a makeup policy in place for students in athletic clubs. Schedule alternate testing times proactively for students to know ahead of time and establish clear expectations for late arrivals. Maintain documentation and logs and make sure we log absences and accommodations. During the exam, also supporting students with accommodations, we should make sure we follow the IEP and the 504 plans precisely, even if that's extra time, quiet space, breaks. Allow use of approved resources like calculators, graphic organizers. Assign staff to monitor accommodation rooms and prepare separate testing environments in advance. Addressing questions and frustrations during the exam could look like clarifying directions only. Avoid reteaching the content. Encourage students to skip and return to difficult questions, not taking too long on one question. Use common strategies for anxious students. Reassure students about progress and their efforts.
Tests in English and history help instructors to recognize whether students understand the subject matter. Topics generally build on each other, so it's important that students keep up with instruction, not get behind. But when we prepare for district benchmark assessments, these are something that are a little bit different. When we evaluate benchmark scores, we need to understand the scores. They're based on statewide standards as well as percentiles. That is how each student relates to every other student, depending on how they score on these tests. Comparisons are possible across a broader spectrum of students because they're statewide comparisons. Percentiles are different because they produce a bell curve. That is, most students are going to have a score within this realm, that is the center realm on the bell curve. So they produce a bell curve which shows distribution across the scores of all those who have taken the test. Tested today, results come in weeks, not days necessarily. Students, parents, and teachers receive test results in after a while. They need explanation for reading the test results. And if we have already set up something like Maria has proposed, then we're going to have an opportunity to communicate with parents in a manner that's going to help them. Teachers, instructors can improve progress in instruction by recognizing that maybe remediation efforts are necessary or enrichment opportunities are necessary for students, depending on what happens during those benchmark tests. I want to thank you for your time, energy, and attention and listening to us today. And I hope that if you have any questions, you'll offer them now.